How's it looking, Marcus?
All right, well, thanks a lot, Taylor. And things are looking much better for us now with the fact that we no longer have freezing rain and sleet accumulating. With that being said, we are still below freezing in terms of temperatures, and we're forecast to get colder tonight. So anything that's out there will stay frozen, and that'll likely be the case from now all the way through about Wednesday morning. Now, here's a look at the operator radar. We are showing you this just to point out that we are no longer dealing with freezing rain and sleet. The largest storm system is continuing to push off to the east. It's producing a lot of rain across portions of Alabama and now moving into the Georgia and Atlanta area in particular. And then in places like Nashville, they've had a number of power outages from the rain and the winter weather they've been dealing with. And this larger storm system continues to impact the U.S., is now impacting the Northeast, places like New York City, Washington, D.C., expecting a tremendous amount of snow and freezing rain as well. So while we are finishing up with the falling precipitation part of our situation, we still have cold to contend with. So before we talk about that, I wanted to give you a general idea of how much sleet and ice we've seen across our region, anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches. Some spots have picked up more, but that's the general range of accumulation that we've seen across the Arclimus. And as we talk about what's on the way, we have to talk about the cold. How cold will it get? Well, we are expecting wind chills. That's the temperature and the wind being factored together to give you a value of how the air feels to your skin. We're expecting wind chills to dip potentially below 0 as we head toward late Monday and also into Tuesday morning. When will it be the coldest? Tuesday morning. That's the time frame of the coldest air in place. Not only will we have single-digit temperatures out there, we will see wind chills again down to below 0. And then in terms of what's next after this, we'll slowly start to thaw out. We do have good news in our 7-day. We do see temperatures going above freezing as we head through the middle of the week and even toward the end of the week. But again, we'll still have to keep an eye out for some limited precipitation chances that'll be nearby as we head toward Friday. But here's a look at the wind chills now. We have wind chills in the teens across Monroe, upper 20s toward Ruston, up in the mid-teens toward El Dorado. These numbers will fluctuate throughout the day as the wind increases and then decreases, but we are expecting wind as we head throughout the rest of the evening. And again, that'll make it feel even colder out there. Here's a look at the wind chill. As we head toward 11 p.m., we'll have wind chills down to the single digits, and we'll see that once again as we head toward Monday morning. So it will be brutally cold. And again, any liquid that's outside now, any ice that's outside now, that will be sticking around as we head through Monday. And then in the afternoon Monday, we'll see wind chills go into the low 20s, still dangerously cold for us, but then we'll potentially have below 0 wind chills as we head toward Tuesday morning. So this is still a situation for us we need to be concerned with, and just know the cold air will continue to move in across our region. When we take a look at our futurecast, we are expecting some limited breaks in the clouds, and then as we head toward Monday, we should see a good amount of sunshine. That sunshine will allow the surface to start to heat up, especially darker paved surfaces, and that should help with some limited icing that may take place. But you'll notice air temperatures still struggle to reach into the upper 20s as we head toward Monday. But again, with the sunshine that's on the way and temperatures closer to freezing, that should help us start to thaw out, but it will be a slow thaw. And then as we look at air temperatures toward Tuesday morning, again, many of us down into the lower teens, but with the wind, it will feel even colder. Now, because of the cold, we have an extreme cold warning that will stay with us at least through Tuesday lunchtime, and it impacts all of the Arclimus and even surrounding areas. So whether if you have family or friends in Jackson or in Tyler, Texas, or right here in Monroe, that dangerous cold will be with us. Here's a look at our GFS model, again, showing things do clear out. But as we look ahead to next week, we will track a storm system traveling to our south. It'll likely produce some rain across parts of Texas, and potentially some of that may sweep across Louisiana. But at this point, it should stay south of the region, and we shouldn't deal with a tremendous amount of impactful weather as we head toward Friday. Here's a look at the planner. Clouds around, wind with us as well. Air temperatures down to the low 20s by 10 p.m. And again, when you factor in the wind, it gets even colder. It will feel even colder. Tonight, we're officially going with a low of 14 degrees overnight into tomorrow morning, and we'll have dangerously low wind chills as well. And as we look at the 7-day forecast, we do want to point out we will have afternoon air temperatures Monday get close to 31 degrees, but with the wind, it'll feel even colder. And then by Tuesday, we'll see low 40s. That'll help with a lot of melting. We'll see low to mid 40s as we head toward Wednesday. Friday, we'll be back in the 30s, but you'll notice during the daytime, we should be well above freezing. And so that should allow a lot of ice to melt as we head throughout the week. But don't be surprised if you see additional cancellations or delays as we head toward Wednesday, as we'll still have ice around, and some of that could even continue into Thursday and Friday. We know a lot of folks are without power, so again, we are thinking about you, and we'll continue to bring you the latest when it comes to the forecast, power updates, and anything else that's impacting us here in the Optimist. Again, thanks for watching.
This has been a KNOE 8 News Severe Weather Alert.